Oh, happy Friday, everybody. TGIF and all that jazz. Hope everybody's having a good Friday morning. Got some hot coffee and good to go. Let's see who we have over here in the chat this morning. We've got Joanne, aka Dwayne. Good morning to all TGIF. Thumbs up. Beautiful Cornwall, Ontario. 135th. Yep, that's 135th. Just keep on chugging along, don't we? Let's see. It'll be Sharps in the house. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well this morning. Big D's in the house. Happy Friday, Dave. Happy Friday, Dwayne. LB. 31 headed to 42 here in very brisk, beautiful Brooklyn, Michigan. All righty. Good to see you. There's old Janet. How you doing, Janet? She says, good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing well this morning, Janet. Good to see you on here. Mr. Paul Camp says, the only thing on my dance card following the coffee break for today is mowing the lawn. Warm days earlier this week have kick-started the growing season. Yeah, I'm going to have to break out and mow mine either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, because we're supposed to have storms, bad storms again Sunday. I'm getting tired of that. I so far keep dodging the bullet. I keep thinking my luck's going to run out because it's always the high winds, and I got a ton of tall trees around here that could really jack me up if they start falling. So anyway, keep my fingers crossed. Hitch Hamilton's here. It says, good Friday, everybody from muggy Southwest Florida. Got a job to do this morning. All right, well, be careful, Hitch, and have a good weekend. Tim DeLine is here. Says, good morning, everyone from Watertown, New York. It's lightly snowing. Holy cow. That's ridiculous. Larry Galt's here. He says, good morning, all. Big cool down here, 90s to 60s. Loving it. Yeah, it's a lot cooler here today, too. Doc Whitaker's in the house. Says, good morning, sunny morning here so far. Good to see you, Doc. Steve Gronsky, bright sunshine, 46 to 64. TGIF, thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We got a few of them going over there. Brian Mooney's in the house. Good morning. Happy Friday, all he says. How you doing, Brian? Paul Stewart's here as well. Good morning, everybody, he says. Steve Toronto is here. Good morning, folks. Clyde Labani is here. Good morning, Clyde. Wilson Rubonham says, good morning, Dave and everybody. Kevin L. says, hello, all. Our lockdown has been extended to the end of April. And he's in South Africa somewhere. I don't remember exactly where, but somewhere in South Africa, I think. Matt Awesome Wood Things Haas says, hello, everyone. No work today. Good. Rob Schuster's here this morning. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you. Gary Hammett, Wood Creations. Good Friday. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Lee Richards says, good morning, Dave. Okay. How you doing, Lee Richards? Bob Sims in the house. He says, afternoon all from Inverness in the UK. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you here on the coffee sessions. Ryan Rockwell is here this morning. Good to see you, Brian. Janet says, any word on how your friend Jim is doing today? I haven't heard anything yet this morning. I will be contacting his wife, Jill, probably right after this coffee session to see how he's doing. But From what she told me yesterday, because it kind of scared me a little bit because I sent a text. I was out there in the shop and I was working, had a piece of material on the CNC, and it's an old raggedy looking board that he had given me years ago when he had an old shop in town, and he was going to redo it and turn it into apartments because he was building a new shop. Well, had a bunch of stuff, and he says, yeah, come over here and get what you want. I'm going to throw all this stuff away. And he had this one board. And the only reason I liked it because it was wide, but it was all beat up. He'd been using it for like a shelf or something, about 1.5 inches thick, give or take. And I didn't even know what kind of wood it is. I'm still not sure. But I had it on the CNC table, and I was basically planing it off, getting one side flat and flipping it over and doing the other side. And it ended up being really pretty wood buried up under all that. So I took a picture of it and I sent a text to him. And I said, hey, Jim, I said, this is that old board you gave me years ago. There's some pretty wood under here. And I didn't think nothing about it, set my phone down. And then a few minutes later, I picked my phone up. And I thought it was a text from him, but it says, this is Jill, which is his wife. And then she started telling me that he had just got really sick yesterday, which was the day before. And, gave me her number and said to call. So I called her and talked to her. And she had taken him to one of those drive-through places where they do the COVID test. And I guess, right now they're just calling it pneumonia, maybe similar to that stuff that you had, Janet. I don't know. But, again, they told him like 5 or 6 days before he'll know about the test for the COVID-19. But, after I called and talked to her, she said that really the day before, which, I talked to her yesterday. So Wednesday, when he first got it, that was the worst day. He was already, he's still feeling like crap, but the temperature, his fever and stuff was like low grade fever. So, but I'll keep y'all posted. I appreciate the prayers and well wishes and stuff for him. But I'll be talking to her and I'll let you know about that. But it's not, I don't know, but I think he's going to be okay. Steve Murish in the house says, morning, Dave. Keith Stanford says, morning, all. He'll be sharp says, I got an email from an insurance company, USAA, that said they are giving me 20% off premium for 2 months. Nice. It's good to see some companies will step up and do something decent, Not all of them, but some of them. Bart Bixel, happy Good Friday. Happy Good Friday to you, Bart. Barry Curtis says, good morning, all. Mike Reynolds is in the house. Happy Good Friday. There we go. Barry says he got the same letter. Good. Good morning, everyone, from sunny Germany. Neil Cochran. How you doing, Neil? Good to see you on here on the coffee sessions. We've got a bunch of people on here today. Let's see. 4 of y'all over on Facebook. Looks like everybody else on the tubes. Rob Schuster's going to have a pretty good day in Arizona, looks like. Mid-70s. Yeah, Paul Camp says, mowing between rainstorms is a challenge here, too. Well, we can't win down here in the South because, you either try to mow around a storm and rain, and when it's not, the pollen is just so god-awful. It about chokes you trying to get out there. And when you're cutting the grass, you're stirring it all up. And, you see a lot of people wearing those masks, down here all the time anyway, not because of the COVID thing, but because of the pollen. David from Portal Woodworks is here. Good morning, David. Happy Good Friday to you, sir. Rusty Taylor's taking a break from his guitar building long enough to say hello. How you doing, Rusty? He's been busy. I've been seeing his posts on Facebook. That guy's he's a CBG machine. Janet says, did the boys get a burger after their trip to the vet yesterday? No, they did not. Only because I don't want to go any place like that right now. But let me tell you about their visit to the vet. It was definitely an experience. Because normally these two, they're both big dogs. Jack's really big. So normally, the old way when you go to the vet, you take them and you sign in and you go sit in the waiting room. But they're too much to handle having both of them at the same time, especially if there's somebody else sitting there with a cat. That's not a good sign when you walk in. Somebody's got a cat in there. So anyway, I usually take them one at a time. Well, now since all this Corona stuff going on, it's like a drive-up service. You pull over there, you park somewhere in the parking lot, you call them on the phone and you tell them that you're there for your appointment, and they send a gal out. And they did take them one at a time, but I was able to carry them both over there at the same time. And so she came out and got Rocky. She like to never got him in the building. And I told her, I said, you're going to have a hard time, because I said, this old boy, he don't like leaving my side. So, when he sees I'm sitting in the car and you're trying to get him in there, you're going to have time. So it took her probably 5 minutes to get from the car to the building, but he did go in. 20, 30 minutes later, they bring him back out, and then she goes to get Jack. And I said, I'm going to tell you, I said, you better be ready, because when he takes off, you better have your feet planted good, because he's a big one. So anyway, so she got him in there, and about another 20, 30 minutes later, they come out, and she puts Jack in the car. I was in my Explorer, because Rocky can't jump up in my truck anymore. His old bones just won't allow him to do it. So I have to take the Explorer, because it's a little lower. And anyhow, a little while later, after I had both dogs in the car, then another gal came out with the bill and, to get my debit card and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun times going to the vet. And the whole thing, oh man, I only go really there once a year, unless something else comes up and I have to take them over there to get it checked out or whatever. But I need to get them a Social Security number or something. It's just, between the two of them, the checkups and the whatever it is they do, all that annual shots and rabies stuff and whatever dogs get. I don't know what it is. I just say do whatever you got to do. And then the thing is, it's like $300 for the two of them. And I'm like, wow. I really need to try to get them a Social Security number, deduct them on my taxes or something, but I don't think that'll happen. Let's see here. Jim Senecola's here, says, morning all. TGIF got the full gamut of winter weather. Wind, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch hail balls, and snowflakes. 27 degrees and going to 42. Man. Welcome home to Michigan. Yeah. Yeah, Rusty says, sharing the same weather. Yeah. Yeah, Rusty lives right down the road from me. We're about, I don't know how much in miles, but really about 5 minutes apart, I guess. He lives right down the road a little ways. Dave Clemens says, morning, Jim. Grant Clark's here. Good morning all. A little snow on the ground in Nova Scotia. Morning, Dave, my virtual classroom. Good morning, Doug. Welcome to the coffee sessions. Happy Good Friday to you, my friend. Jeff Morgan says, Happy Good Friday. Lee Richards says, my prayers are with him. Yeah, thank you, Lee. Oh, Danny Russell. You used to call him Red Russell back in the day. But good old boy right there. How you doing, Dan? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Neil says, I see your guitars in the background. Are you still making any? I hadn't made any in a while. Just because I got a whole slew of them around. This is nothing. This 2 or 3 you see here, this is nothing. I got a room behind this one that's full of them. Just heard something. I must have been one of my apps on my phone, just because I heard talking in there, and I'm like, I don't have nothing on in there. But yeah, I haven't made any in a while. Rusty makes enough for everybody. Yeah, nobody else needs to make them but him. He, like I said, he's a CBG machine. Let's see. Lee says, here in North Florida, it's light rain. Going to be a nice day this afternoon. Yeah. Bob Sims says, I use one of these masks in the workshop when CNCing. I probably should, but I never remember to put one on. I'm the world's worst when it comes to PPE. The only thing close to that I wear is glasses, and the only reason I wear those is because I need those to see. And half the time I'm like, man, I come in, try to read something. I can't see anything. I realize there's like a layer of dust from the router on my glasses. So I'm pretty bad about not doing the things I should do. Ryan Ballott's here, says, sorry to hear Jim isn't doing well. Well, he's not doing terrible, as far as I know, as of yesterday. But no, it's no fun, I'm sure. Luckily he's got Jill there to look after him. So hopefully I'm going to be calling her in a little bit and finding out some more, see how he's doing today. Let's see. Rob says, my wife has her own quarantine challenge. Paint all the trim and doors on the house. I think I like to see CNC challenge a little bit more. Yeah. I hate painting. I'll tell you this story because I ain't proud. I don't care. But I got fired up about painting a few years ago. I was tired. My house, when I bought this house, you know how they paint all the walls, like I call it realtor beige. They all paint them that new, this color right here. They all paint them kind of that neutral color when they're going to sell a house. That way, the homeowner's got like a blank slate to do what they want. And I just got bored looking at all these blah walls. So I got fired up and I painted in there in my dining room. I've got like chair rail, or I guess that's what you call it, goes around. So I painted like one color below the chair rail and another color above. And then I did the living room, and I did most of the living room in, like a red. It's like it really pops, And then I did another wall that's kind of a contrasting color. But then after I did that, I'm like, I'm really getting tired of painting. So, but I had taken, where you go to the Lowe's or Home Depot and you get the little color samples, so you come home and you dip the brush and you paint a little spot on the wall just so you can kind of get used to it and see if that's the color you want. I've still got little squares like that on my different places because I'm still trying to decide, still trying to decide what I'm going to do. That's probably been like 5 or 6 years ago when I was painting. But yeah, It says little 13-pound dog costs $150 for an annual checkup. Yeah, that's a bad thing here. They don't charge by the pound or anything. They just one price fits all when it comes to poking them in the butt and all that stuff they do. They weighed them though. I didn't tell you about that. Yeah, they weighed them. And poor Rocky, he keeps losing weight. I think the most he's ever weighed was 78 pounds. And last year he weighed 73.6 or something like that, roughly 74 pounds. And this year he weighed 69.2 pounds. So he's still a big dog, pretty good sized dog. I mean, y'all have seen him walk around here behind me. But he's not near the big and healthy like he used to be. Jack, on the other hand, he weighed 111 pounds last year, and he tipped the scales at 118 this time. And that's when she told me that, I'm like, are you sure he didn't just have one foot on the scale? Because, I mean, he's huge. He's big around and solid. But yeah, 118 pounds for the old Jack. Larry Gaunt says our little dachshund is 300, but that's with a year's worth of flea meds. Yeah. Well, part of the stuff, the bill I had was, well, it used to be 6 months worth of Heart Guard and Next Guard, but since I have two dogs and I split it between them, it's really 3 months. And that that's a racket too. They know they got you. That stuff's real expensive. Let's see. Tim DeLine says, today I'm going to cut out Dave's CNC laptop stand for my Gatton. Good. I hope you like it. Paul Camp says it's even worse when you're cutting MDF. Yeah, I agree, Dan. Dan says he'd rather take a beating than have to paint something. Yeah, me too. I hate painting. I absolutely hate it. Ryan Ballard says, I had the Home Depot stupidness made me walk past 27 to get to the plywood. I won't, I'm stocked up for a while. And, of course, I'm still selling kits here and there. It's slowed down a little because nobody's got any money now. But I'm hoping that I'm stocked up enough to get past this cootie stuff because I don't want to go to Home Depot anymore. If I have to break down and buy some more, I'll probably pay the extra and have them deliver it. Just, bring it out here, set it in the driveway. I'll haul it in after that. But yeah, it's just stupid the way they say they're not smart about things. They're like, oh, we want to keep all this in one door and out the other, but the way they do it, if you need stuff on that end of the store, you need to be able to go in that end of the store and back out that end of the store. Don't walk past all them other damn people. But yeah, I'm not a big Home Depot fan right now. If you can't tell. Lockdown in the summer. So far, we're just at the end of April, I think. But no doubt it'll get extended because, there's so many stupid people that aren't doing what they're supposed to do now. Saw some other news I'll share with you because I'm getting close to out of time here. And I got a lot to do today. I got stuff to do. But this is for the state of Georgia. Well, some of it's for the state of Georgia. Some of it's for the whole U.S. But for the state of Georgia, I know there's some of you guys out there that live here in Georgia. 111, that's a big dog. Yeah, that was last year. He's 118 now. And I think I'm on to why he's gaining and Rocky's losing because I caught him last night. I was sitting back here and I was kind of hanging out with Javi. We were just on one of these private StreamYard things, just hanging out, talking and stuff. And all of a sudden, I said, "Hold on a minute, Javi," because I could hear crunching, and I knew Jack had already finished his food. So I went walking in there, and sure enough, I look over. Rocky's laying on the sofa, passed out. And Jack come around the corner, and he knew he was busted. And I'm like, "Yeah, you're over there eating Rocky's food too. No wonder you're getting so fat." But he's a big old boy. All right, yeah. But anyway, back to the Georgia thing. I saw a thing on the news where they said that just in the last 7 days, the state of Georgia has processed or handled or something, or there's been filed, I guess, more unemployment cases in the last 7 days than all of 2019. Wow. Of course, I guess when you really think about it, I mean, the unemployment's been way down anyway. But still, to do that in 7 days and for all of what they did in 2019. And then they went on to say that the past 3 weeks, there's been 16 million unemployment claims filed in the U.S. in the past 3 weeks. 16 million folks. So that's a lot of folks out of work. We're running out of time here, but I got something I want to throw at you and get your opinion. Paul says I'm big and round too. Yeah, I jokingly call Jack my little fat ass, but he still doesn't weigh more than me. So, but it's a term of endearment when I say it to him. He doesn't care. Ryan says your dogs probably need different doses on those meds. Yeah, see, that's why it cost me so much, because before I used to buy, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's the Heart Guard. The stuff you buy, it's for dogs like 50 to 100 pounds, I think. Or maybe it's 60 to 100, something like that. Anyway, the cutoff is 100 pounds. Well, see, back before he got big, I could go buy that and then they would split that. Well, now that he's over, because like last time when they said, well, he's 111, he's over 100 pounds. So now you need to buy one of those to split with him and Rocky. But Jack also needs one of the ones for another 20-pound dog or 30-pound dog or whatever it is. So yeah, he's old fat Jack here. He costs me more money than Rocky does. But anyhow, Jack needs a few walks a week. Yeah. Well, he does run. I like I said, I don't get it because I can throw the ball out there, and as many times as I'll throw it, he'll run and get it every time. I mean, he runs fast. He's way faster than Rocky. But it's like I say he runs fast. He can't stop fast. It's like a tractor trailer. They can go fast, but they don't stop fast. And that's the way Jack is. He's like, I throw the ball and he'll take off and run after and get it. And if it hits a tree and bounces back the other way, it's so funny to watch him try to put on the brakes because he cannot stop very quick. Too much, what do you call that? Inertia or something? I don't know. But he's a big one. All right, one last thing. My timer went off. I'm going to ask you this. I saw on the news today, too, that they're saying, y'all know who Dr. Fauci is. He's the new rock star guy on the White House coronavirus team. I don't know what they call it, but you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, he's saying that he would like to see, even after this crisis is over, that people no longer shake hands. No more shaking hands. Thinks that we should get away from that. I'm just curious, what do y'all think about that? Put your comments in there, and I'll read a few of them before I sign off here. But I got to think about that. To me, that's I don't know about you guys, but when I shake somebody's hand, I kind of like, well, that's a good firm handshake. This dude's all right. But then you get some guys just want to lay their hand in your hand or something. I'm like, get out of here. I don't know. It's just, I think you learn a lot by a handshake about a person. So I don't know about that. If we're going to be afraid to touch people, and I guess if the handshakes aren't getting, I guess hugs would have to be out too. Or high fives. See, Doug says, there you go. You can always shake my hand. You dang tootin'. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think that, I just thought, when people, this guy's a doctor and all. So you think they're pretty smart. But then when they say something like that, we can't just hide. Is that how it's going to be from now on? That we just assume that there's germs everywhere all the time? And I figured you guys probably be on the same page here. Well, Tim isn't. He'd rather do a fist bump. Well, yeah, but see, you think about it, you go to all these sporting events. I've been to sporting events like NASCAR races and different things, and you don't even know the people sitting next to you. But when something cool happens, you're all high-fiving and act like you've known them for, and now it's like, okay, we're just supposed to sit there in our little tent and not having our interaction. Yeah, I'm not for that. Janice got it. She says hugs and handshakes are important. Paul says, I don't agree with that. Yeah. Back in the old days, shaking hands was originated to show you did not have a weapon in the olden days. Yeah. And just think about how many deals over the years, centuries, that have been made on a handshake. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was one of the craziest things I've ever heard. I'm thinking, yeah, that might make sense right now. But, we got this, folks. We're going to get over this stuff. Anyhow. All right. Everybody have a good Friday, a happy Good Friday, a good Friday, however you want to call it. It is Good Friday. So everybody have a good one. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be back here on Monday. Bring you coffee and anything you want to talk about. And we will be here. Everybody have a happy Easter too. It's Easter Sunday. It's kind of hard, it's not that I forget it, because one of the things I'm doing that board for out there in the shop is I'm doing a kind of an Easter project. But it's like the days all run together. I got ready to post this morning my little happy Friday thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, it is Friday, right? It's like the days all run together. So it's crazy. Anyway, have a good Friday and a happy Easter, and we will see you on Monday. And yes, Saturday night is still on. CNC with Dave Gatton show will go on as usual. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll think of something. Who knows? I might just get crazy and do a live from out there in my shop or something. We'll see. I haven't done one of those in a while. May do that. Anyway, we'll see y'all guys. Have a happy Easter and be safe. Be safe. Stay home.